Go ahead, Mike.
Coach, what is your overall feeling about your team's performance today?
Well, I thought we did a really good job of guarding. We gave up some back cuts in the first half, but I thought in the second half we did a better job of taking away the back cuts. And I thought we had pretty good pressure on their shooters, and probably the best job that we've done for an extended period of time of guarding, and they're hard to guard, obviously. I thought we did the best job of maybe digesting the scouting report. That's what we've done. And we still have those lapses that kind of get us up at 11, don't block out. The guy scores. Was a big play for them. You know, got them kind of some momentum going again, and we didn't handle their pressure very well, but we just didn't run our press breaker. When we ran our press breaker, we were a whole lot better. KJ's special, you know. I said on the radio, people need to enjoy watching him because it's been a long, long time since we've had anybody put up the kind of numbers he's putting up. 22 and 16, he's not selfish. I don't know what he had the first half. I think he probably had 15 or 16 the first half. And he doesn't hunt shots. He just plays and plays to win. And it's a heck of a luxury having him there to rebound the ball for us.
Bob,
Truck and Jones obviously are the leaders of this team, have been since day one. Are you close maybe to seeing a third that could be up there as a strong contributor in number 3 role?
Well, it's pretty much been Dennis. Dennis didn't have his best game today, but we got to get Dennis healed up. You know, he's playing with a hip and a bad ankle. We've got to get him. He's going to have to get in and rehab those, and so he's 100% again. The biggest problem is he doesn't get the reps that we need him to get, and we could get him going again because he was playing pretty well. And then Aaron Brown has shot the ball pretty well for us. But you know, it's with those guys, it's kind of one of them plays well and the other one doesn't play well, and then you got to kind of figure out which one's playing well that day and leave him in the game.
Bob, as well as you played defensively, offensively, you shot the ball 50% for the game. Then you really nailed your free throws down the stretch. Did you see that coming?
Well, we've really worked at it, and they have really worked at it. They've put a lot of time in. They've put a lot of which you can do over a break like this, and they've spent a lot of time in the gym. And Gary went 6 for 6, and Gary has really worked at it. He's really concentrated and worked at it. You know, aside from Dom and Dennis, I thought we shot it pretty well. And Dennis has really put time in. He missed those first two. He missed the first one so bad I think it bothered him. You know, it's a win against a heck of a team that's extremely well coached, and you know, the good and the bad thing about this league is we got one day to get ready for Connecticut. So it's hard to enjoy anything.
Jason Clark got in early foul trouble. Did you feel a shift in the momentum? Georgetown started off pretty good, and things have changed.
Well, he's really good. He's really, really good. I just thought it was typical of when we play. You know, when we play, it's you know, we lead by 2, they lead by 2. Somebody gets up by 4, somebody makes a run, gets back up by 1 or 2. I mean, that's what the games have been, other than the one game in the conference tournament where they smacked us pretty good. They've been kind of back and forth games.
Can you talk about Dom a little bit and where his game's at, what he needs to do?
He needs to work on his free throw shooting. You know, Dom was. This is hard for Dom because you know Dom didn't play in high school, and then took the scenic route in junior college from Kansas to Miami to West Texas, and so he doesn't have the background some of our other guys have. But he gives us a shot at athleticism, and he was really into playing today. You know, we need to get him into practicing. This is like he was in the plane today, and then we might have something. Then he would have a little bit better idea of what's going on.
Bob, is there any carryover or transformation from football to this, from what happened in the bowl game on the weekend?
Bob, we didn't see the game. We didn't, unfortunately, I'd love to have seen it, but we obviously we played and we were getting score updates, and so when we got on the plane, I think it was, I don't know what it was halftime or something, and then by the time we got off the plane and on the bus again, it was over.
You weren't trying to outscore them today, huh?
Well, we always try to get one more than they do.
I mean the football team.
Hell, they're never going to outscore us.
How about saying something about Truck?
Truck was really, I thought he was good second half. I thought he was really good second half. First half he forced things. He's not good when he forces things. When he lets the game come to him, he's played really well. The games that he's played really well, he's let the game come to him. In the first half he forced things too much, kind of got back into that, driving in there and trying to get fouled thing, which, he doesn't get foul calls. So, and we've kind of spent time with him on, take it to pressure and stop and jump up and shoot it. And he did a better job using ball screens today. That's the best I think he's used ball screens since he's been there.
Bob, what has it been like for him where he's got to play the best guy on defense over and over and over? And
Probably pretty tiring, I guess.
yeah, but still been pretty effective on offense too.
Well, he's been good. I think he's doing a better job taking care of himself. One day he came in, he was miserable. And he was tired. I know he was tired. He came in, and then when he's miserable, the rest of them are miserable. So I said, get over there and run, maybe we'll work it out. And we ran him for a while, and then he knows. He came over and said, my fault. It's my fault. And he's bought into being a leader.
Is there anything specific that you can point to as far as beating top 25 teams? This is the 20th one you guys
It's all coaching. The thing about it is you have so many opportunities. When you're in some leagues, you get one opportunity. And in this league, you get an opportunity seemingly every night out. And the ones that aren't in the top 25 probably ought to be. So, we lose to Seton Hall. If Seton Hall's not a top 25 team after what they've done, then I don't know who is. So we just get so many chances. In this league, you can't get down and you can't get too up. You gotta maintain an even keel. And we played number 9 today. We play I think they're number 8. I think they're number 8 on Monday. You get 1 day prep. And I told our guys before the Baylor game, they kept hearing this Baylor's length and Baylor's size and Baylor this and Baylor that. And I went in and I said, guys, this isn't Connecticut now. They're long, but they're not 260 pounds. This Connecticut has size and girth. And so, we just that's what you deal with, and that's what's made this league so good for over the years. Is there's so many teams, so many good coaches. And there's a lot of good coaches in this league. But I guess to answer your question, we just get a lot of chances.
Coach, in the pregame, you joked about Kevin Jones, that sprained ankle might not affect him enough because he's not the highest jumper in the world, but still playing against these guys with that kind of injury and coming out with those kind of numbers, is it all fundamentals? Is it just understanding how to play?
He's got a great pair of hands. He's got a great pair of hands, and he does what you ask him to do. He's a guy who really looks at film and looks at how he can contribute. He listens when you tell him things. It's not. Some of them guys are yeah, and they don't hear a word you say. And KJ's never been that way. He's been absolutely terrific. And those guys, I think those guys were fortunate. You think about the careers that KJ's had, Truck's had, and really Devin had. Those are the 3 guys we brought in that class. That's a pretty good class. But they were here to see Deshaun Butler work. They were here to see Wellington Smith work. They were here to see Alex Ruoff work. And those guys worked now. They put in extra time. They were in early. They left late. they really were committed to being good, and I think that really helped them at a young stage, and hopefully watching KJ work and watching Truck work has helped Gary Brown and Jabari Hines and so forth and so on.
With your young guys, so they don't tune you out, are there times when you just say, watch those guys do what they do?
They're scared to tune me out. Are you kidding me? No, they're not tuning me out. Maybe the older guys once in a while because they've heard it so many times, but it wouldn't be good for their minutes played. Couldn't tune me out.
Coach, you talked about before about the grind of having Connecticut on Monday. How much do you think earlier in the season, the time you schedule those games close together, will help the young guys know what to expect?
I don't know. We tried. You know, that's really the biggest reason. Well, it's the second biggest reason. The biggest reason was we were going to be on national TV if we did it, and the second biggest reason is because I thought we're going to do it in the league. We might as well do it. You know, I'd like same result. You know, it's kind of like K-State, Miami. You know, win this one, go win that one, I'd be all right.
Well, a couple of years ago, you had a chat with the team in the locker room in Connecticut. It turned out to be a important
It's like the Gettysburg Address in West Virginia.
Yeah. I mean, did you know at the time you were, whatever it was you were doing, that it was an important moment in the development of the team and like?
Yeah, I did. It's just, Bob, it's such a grind, you know, and I think, you know, I think we were coming off, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Villanova and just getting beat around like crazy in the first half, and then coming back and winning the game. And I mean, really, we had a chance really to beat Connecticut until the end. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was important that they hear that. I thought it was important that they understand.
What point did you make most of it?
That it's not about them. It's not about me. This is a special place, you know. When you put West Virginia on your chest, it's like Senator Manchin said. You know, when you put West Virginia on your chest, you represent us. You represent this state. You represent the people of this state. It's not, you know. It's not. It's not like a lot of places, you know, where you really don't. You know, here you do. And I think probably more than any group ever, I think they really bought into that. You know, I've told the story many times about Deshaun. You know, we go in after winning the Big East Championship, and if you remember, they're calling us the Metro Ears because we had 5 starters from the metropolitan area. And the guy said, Deshaun, doesn't it make you guys feel good to win this for the metropolitan area? And they said, we didn't win this for the metropolitan area, sir. You know, we won this for West Virginia, the university, our fellow students, and the great people in the state of West Virginia. And, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, wow, you know, that's, you know, we used to say in Cincinnati all the time, Bob, you know, people used to talk about Xavier, said, hell, they ain't changed the name of the town.
Anything else?
How much of a different challenge is Connecticut compared to what you had to go against?
They play different. It's a different style. They probably have more size. They have great size. It's, yeah, that's what they needed was Drummond. Yeah. They didn't have enough. They're just so much bigger, thicker.
Thanks, Coach.